Recently, the 7th season of 1,000-Pound Sisters was released, and during the premiere, Brittany Combs expressed her desire to undergo bariatric surgery. As a result of being motivated by the other members of the Slaton family, it would appear that Brittany is at last prepared to embark on her own path to lose weight. The experiences of Amy Slaton and Tammy Slaton during their weight reduction journeys are the primary focus of the show. However, several of their siblings also make appearances on the show. Their brother, Chris Combs, is married to Brittany, and throughout the years, the two of them have worked their way up to become fan favorites. Ever since the first episode of the series aired in the year 2020, all 5 of the Slaton siblings have undergone bariatric surgery, and now it is Brittany's turn. From the very beginning of the unscripted show, Brittany has been a part of it. During the 7th season of 1,000-Pound Sisters, it is anticipated that she and her husband Chris would have an unprecedented amount of screen time. While her renowned in-laws were losing substantial amounts of weight over the course of several years, Brittany patiently pursued her own health and fitness objectives in the background. Due to the fact that she has been present for all of the significant life events that have occurred in the Slatons, she is an essential component of the unscripted series. At this point, she is prepared to embark on her own path to lose weight. Continue reading to acquire a better understanding of Brittany and the true motivation behind her resolute decision to have bariatric surgery. A baby is what Brittany wants. During the first episode of the 7th season of 1,000-Pound Sisters, Brittany, who was overcome with emotion, discussed the challenges she faces in conceiving children. She has stated that she has always had the desire to become a mother, but she has not been able to achieve this goal. It is her belief that the fact that she is overweight is the factor that is preventing her from realizing her ambitions of becoming a mother. In order to eventually be in a position where she is healthy enough to have a child, she reveals to her husband that she is interested in undergoing bariatric surgery. Despite the fact that she has a strong sense of maternal attachment to Chris's children from his former marriage, she has always yearned to have a child of her own. There is a striking similarity between Brittany's wish to lose weight in order to have a child and the beginning of Amy Slaton's effort to eliminate excess weight. Prior to the launch of Sister Wives in the year 2020, Amy weighed over 400 pounds. She underwent bariatric surgery and shed 125 pounds in a short amount of time because she was so hungry for children. She was successful in being able to fulfill her goals of being a mother. Although Amy's doctors cautioned her against becoming pregnant too soon after the operation, she chose to defy their advice. She then went on to give birth to 2 boys, Gage and Glenn Halterman, who were both in good health. This is the path that Brittany aspires to follow in the future. Despite the significant age gap between them, Chris and Brittany look to be very happy together. This is in contrast to the majority of the Slaton siblings, who have had a very difficult time finding love. In terms of age, Chris is older than Brittany, who is 36 years old. Chris is 44 years old. In the same way that many other Americans do, Brittany met Chris, her husband, at work. In light of the fact that Chris has struggled with weight throughout his whole life, it is interesting to note that both of them worked behind the scenes at McDonald's. Since the year 2016, they have been married, and it seems that their marriage is filled with a lot of love. Because of this, Chris is hoping that Brittany will have the baby that she desires. This is the best journey that I've ever decided to take and stick with. In spite of the fact that Chris and Brittany's age difference has not been a barrier to their happy marriage, it may prove to be a challenge when it comes to the possibility of having a child. Chris, who is 44 years old, can get the impression that he is beginning his life all over again. Not only does he already have 2 children who are grown up, but he also has 3 grandchildren. Chris made the observation that his child would be younger than his grandchildren in the first episode of the 7th season of 1,000-Pound Sisters. Chris is in love with his wife and wants to give her the kid she desires, despite everything that has happened. Brittany is not the only member of the family that is keen on having surgery in the near future. During the 6th season of 1,000-Pound Sisters, Chris underwent surgery to remove skin. As Chris is resting in his hospital bed following surgery, he expresses his thoughts by saying, "This is the best journey that I've ever decided to take and stick with." In order to keep up with his grandchildren, Chris was keen to do so. Chris's skin removal is the icing on the cake for his weight loss journey, reads the caption that is provided for the post. After undergoing the treatment, he appeared to be a completely different person as he and Brittany were leaving the hospital. Chris is so pleased with the outcomes of his surgery that he wants additional procedures. According to what he shared with Brittany, "I've still got some areas of opportunity." This is what the 1,000-Pound Sisters star had to say about his body. "I've got a nice flat stomach and some old man saggy." Despite the fact that Chris is overjoyed with how much better he looks, he is already considering getting the excess flesh around his chest removed. Chris shared with Brittany that he was sick of having breasts that were larger than those of the majority of women. When Brittany inquired about whether or not they would be able to afford to undergo 2 procedures in the same year, Chris said that they will figure it out. The fact that Chris and Brittany are both embarking on significant weight loss journeys and possibly even having a child makes it very evident that the couple will have a greater amount of screen time during the 7th season of 1,000-Pound Sisters. In addition to the struggles they have been going through to lose weight, Brittany has also been having disagreements with Tammy ever since she moved in next door to the pair. There is still a lot of uncertainty around whether or not Brittany and Tammy will be able to get along in the future. You should be on the lookout, Tammy, since Chris will not allow her to put a burden on his marriage. Ms. Slaton, Tammy. At the age of 38, 500 pounds were shed. A. Slaton, Amy, 37.5 years of age. 169 pounds were shed. A. Combs, Chris, 44.0 years of age. 150 pounds were shed. It is Amanda Halterman, 43.5 years of age. She shed 31 pounds. Teresa Slaton Wentworth Misty, at the age of 48, she shed 74 pounds. This is Brittany Combs, at the age of 36. Who knows?